DeAnne Smith is one of a kind. It says so right here. This weekend, her comedic talents bring her to Calgary in celebration of the YYC Comedy Fest. What is the YYC Comedy Fest, DeAnne?
The YYC Comedy Fest is Calgary's own comedy festival. I believe it's in its third year this year, and it's my first time coming to the city, so I'm just really excited to be here.
You've got to learn some of the places around here.
I just got here.
Trail,
I'm trying.
Stony. You're from Montreal.
I'm from Montreal.
How is Montreal different from Calgary?
Well, I mean, I don't know yet. I'm noticing a lot less French here, which I don't mind since I don't really speak French.
Do you know any French at all? Nothing at all?
Only the littlest bits.
Such as?
Well, my favorite thing to say
Yes.
in French is je suis désolé, I'm sorry. Je suis américaine, I'm American. And that gets me out of pretty much everything.
A Canadian saying that she's American.
Yeah, no, I am American.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I was born in upstate New York, but I started comedy here in Canada, so I think of myself as a Canadian comic in that way.
So you actually started comedy in Canada?
It's completely
You're the
backwards.
one?
It's completely backwards, yeah.
Why is it so much fun traveling around as a comedian? Or is it?
It is actually a lot of fun. It's getting to know different places, different audiences, and really at the end of it, I discover that everyone just wants to laugh and have a good time. I don't have to adjust too much anywhere I go, because yeah, people that come out to a comedy show are just there to have a good time.
Just there to have some laughs and just put a smile on my face and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Pay the bar tabs. When you decided to be a comedian, do you remember how old you were?
I was in my mid-20s when I started comedy.
A couple years ago then,
yeah. A couple years ago. Yeah, I used to write humorous articles, and then I started thinking, you know, it'll be more funny or be more interesting to just get up and say this stuff. Maybe that'll be easier than, you know, staying at home and writing. And it's not easier, but it is a lot more fun.
Because it's a performance. To write, you literally can have one little lamp and you're just sitting there crouched over writing stuff down.
Yeah.
But to be on stage.
But to me, it's all about the connection. It's all about being there live in the moment. I'm hoping that new people, or people that haven't come to live comedy shows before, check out what's going on during the comedy festival, because it's a really unique performance experience if you've never done it before.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And you are also hobnobbing with some big names as well, too.
I've rubbed shoulders with some.
Well, you're
people.
a big name yourself. What am I saying? I mean, what is that like when you interact with other comedians? Do you try to write down little bits, say, man, that was funny, I should make a note here?
I don't know. Recently, I got to meet Roseanne Barr, who you told me is coming into town pretty soon.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I got to meet her doing Last Comic Standing, and that was really interesting. You know, seeing someone that I've grown up watching on television and getting some feedback from her was really cool.
Semi-finalist on Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
Was that last year?
That was this spring, I think.
This spring.
Yeah.
What an experience that must have been.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
It's a validation?
Absolutely, yeah. The most interesting thing was probably going out before any of it for kind of pre-production to find out, will you be one of the 100 that we're choosing? And that was so wacky because it was me performing in a room full of producers sitting at tables making notes, which is so different from how we usually do things.
Yeah,
it was a little nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun.
And to be judged by your peers or those who've been in the industry for quite some time, that must have been daunting as well.
It was. You know, you're kind of judged by the audience every night. That's the deal. You find out if it's working, if people are laughing or not, and you get your instant feedback. But then to have the extra feedback on top of it in terms of, you know, that was a good joke, or maybe change a little bit of wording here. It was really interesting.
How do you know you're successful?
I'm feeding myself. I've been feeding myself for a while.
We have fudge later. Maybe we can bring some and give it to you just to help out with the cause.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, you get the instant feedback from the audience, so you know if you're doing well or not. And then on top of that, I've been making a living doing what I love for a few years, so that feels great, you know.
What were you doing before this?
Well, when I first started comedy, I used to nanny on the side.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I know. It's hard to believe. Who would trust Harry Potter with their kids, right? But yeah, it was really interesting, and I always felt kind of strange interviewing because I felt the details of my life were kind of weird. I would show up at people's houses like, hi, I'm 32 years old. I live in a basement. I'm a homosexual, and I want to watch your kids. Felt a little creepy.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Felt like I could only be creepier if I had a thin little mustache or something.
Well, you are brilliant. It was a year and a half ago that this young lady was actually on Craig Ferguson as well too. So you've made the rounds big time, and we're excited about this too. Okay, tonight at Loose Moose Theater. Let's show a few graphics here because tonight you're performing at Loose Moose Theater.
Yeah.
This will be exciting. It's a great little venue, very intimate. I don't know if you've ever been before.
No, I haven't been.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the poster looks like that. That's you on the right. Is that you talking on the mic?
That is 2 pictures of me apparently, and then we have Amanda Brooke Perrin over there in the corner, and I'm not sure who the other person is because I can't read the name. But we're gonna have a great time tonight. It's gonna be really good. Amanda is from here actually.
Is she? Oh.
Yeah, she's a hometown girl coming back.
I love it. Of course, tomorrow's High River.
Yep.
They had a flood over there, you know.
I do know about that.
Okay, just trying to help you with your notes. And also a Saturday back in Calgary at the Jubilee, which should be just brilliant. Again, another fantastic venue. It's the gala, and look at that lineup, including yourself over there on the top right-hand corner. You are something.
Those are some huge names in Canadian comedy. I hope people come out. That'll be
yeah, because it's got you there.
Yeah, well, and everybody.
And everybody?
Kenny Robinson.
Wow, that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, well. DeAnne Smith, comedian extraordinaire. YYC Comedy Fest continues. Have fun over the next couple of days. It was so great to finally meet you.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, still to come, fall-inspired healthy treats, and it has something to do with pumpkins. Nice. First, here's what's happening in and around our city. This is Trending on Shaw.